Swagman was the store in New Orleans. It was like Woolworth is now. You could buy anything. But there was a restaurant, I guess that was a part of Swagman, a lunch counter, but you couldn't eat at the lunch counter. And there were two water fountains. There was a water fountain, and there's a pipe that ran around the other side with a spigot and something else that said colored. My oldest daughter, who was a troublemaker in the family, she says, there was a little white kid drinking some water, and she said, "I want some water, Daddy. I want some water, Daddy." And I said, "Wow, okay." So we walked over, I picked her up and let her drink some white water. So the police officer, he was standing there acting like he didn't see it. And so then I decided to get me some water. And so the policeman or the security guard, whoever he was, he looked and he saw me drinking water and he turned his back. So when he turned his back, I kept drinking. I kept the water running anyway and acting like I was drinking. So he came over and he said to me, he said, "Hey, buddy, you know better than that." I said, "Better than what?" He said, "Drinking from this fountain." I said, "Well, what's wrong with it?" He said, "It's for white people." I said, "Well, today I'm white." And he said, "Today we're taking your black ass to jail."
My first memories was the screens on the buses. There used to be a screen that said for colored patrons only, and it moved back and forth. It could go up except for the two first seats, which were reserved exclusively for whites. For whatever reason, I hated reading the sign for colored patrons only. And I used to turn the sign around. And I remember I was a freshman in high school, and one day I turned the screen around. There weren't many people on the bus. There was an older white man, and there was a black guy in the back. The man saw me turn the screen around, and for whatever reason, it bothered him. Even though he sat in front of me, he didn't have to read it. And he ordered me, as whites were used to doing at that time, to turn the screen around. And I did not. Coincidentally, two policemen got on the bus, two white policemen. They were looking for the guy who was in the back. I don't know what he had done. And he threatened to have me arrested if I didn't turn the screen around. Now, they walked past me to get this guy. He didn't say anything until after they left. Now, why he didn't tell them and have people say, "What would you have done if they had ordered you to turn the screen around?" I don't know what I would have done. But they got off the bus. And then he turned it around and he cursed me, said a lot of bad things, but it didn't make any difference. I think I was about 13 or 14 years old. And in my mind, that was my first little civil rights victory.